imprisoned for 10,000 years. Banished from my own homeland. And now you dare enter my realm. You are not prepared. You are not prepared.
Oh yeah, here we go. All right, so wow, that's a little loud. Um, oh, no wonder. Yeah. It still might be a little bit loud. But hey everybody. Foolish Mortal 42, and we are here in Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary. So, I know I talked about making a Blood Elf kind of jokingly, but I think we're just going to stick with Bjorn here. I wouldn't mind leveling up my Shaman because I do love the way some of the um, in-game gear looks, especially on the Shaman. The Shaman's Cataclysm gear is so amazing looking. But you know, I've got my Hunter I could play, and then of course this is my OG um, um, Druid tank that I played back when I wasn't able to record. But yeah, and they're almost actually identical. This character's got a little bit better gear, but not honestly a whole lot better. I mean, there's, you know, the dungeon stuff, because the itemization for druids was so not great. But I hope everybody has had a wonderful time trying to log in if you're playing with us. All right, because yeah, our add-ons are all disabled, blah blah blah. But I think yeah, all of our add-ons are disabled. Um, what was I saying? Excuse me. All right, so we don't. I did not spend money on getting a dual spec, but we are going to go feral. So we've got our new talent trees. So that is awesome. So we're just kind of going to review some things here in our balance tree, which we will be picking up a boomkin off spec, which I'm actually kind of looking forward to. Just having it's a good little specialization. All right, some of our echoes, our elixir of demon slaying. All right, so we're getting some money. We can leave the rest of that there. So I wanted to come in here.
What can I help you with?
And we will look at our where is it? Oh yeah. The pulsating crystalline shard. Damage and healing by 11 got added. The Will of the Mountain Giant got super buffed. I mean, it's still a fast two-hander, but 20 strength, 19 stamina. That actually wouldn't be a bad tanking um, weapon. I mean, 20 strength, 19 stamina. That's so good. I think that's about all. I still love that. 30 armor. I mean, that's. You don't. If I'd found the one-handed item in BRD, I probably would have switched to that. But anyway, all right. So let's look at our talents. I'm so excited, y'all. You guys know I have absolutely loved Burning Crusade since forever. It's one of my favorite expansions. And probably because I actually got to play it a lot more than yeah. So yeah, Devil Sword Gauntlets, did they yeah, they got buffed a bit. This is still the same. That's the same. That's the same. Same. All right, defense by 15. I think is a little bit. Well, it's probably about the same, really. Increases the damage of your claw and rank by 20 instead of lowering the cost. So that's kind of nice. And all of that's kind of still the same. So we can actually have stats now. Our hit rating is up by 30. So it's still pretty good. Pretty good. But anyway, so down to our talent trees. So in the balance trees, you've got your basic, your nature's grasp, um, reduce your casting times, focus starlight. It's all, a lot of it is just, it's all critical chance. Decrease interruption, increase thorns damage, which, I mean, if we're not so far down, I mean, there's just not enough talent points to pick that up. But they've moved Insect Swarm from Restoration to over here. So you have... So your Boomkins can basically just go straight down into balance. And, you know, they get Force of Nature, which is pretty good. I mean, it's kind of like the Shaman's Spirit Wolves. It's kind of a, you know, you kind of get in a bad situation and you just really open up on them. Yeah, so I need to update my add-ons too, and I'll do that. Probably I'll pause the video and do that. But Moonkin form, I mean, it's really nice. It's a group wide. So you get 400% armor, attack power. So I guess they're wanting you to be able to melee also. But usually you don't. You just kind of stand back. I guess you could. But I mean, this tree is all about building crit and just absolutely annihilating stuff. But feral combat is, this is our going to be our tree. So we got feral aggression, which we're not going to pick. But it's your demoralizing roar lowers your the attack power, but does increase your ferocious bite by a bit, which is kind of nice. But it's not worth 5 points because you're not using it that much. We will do ferocity, just cost reduction of all your abilities. Feral instinct, you know, increases threat generation and increases your prowl ability. Increases your stun duration, which we're not going to be getting. But I mean, it does come in handy. I wish the cooldown on that wasn't so long. So armor, maybe we might throw a point or two into that. I don't know. Let's see. So this adds dodge to bear and dire bear form also. So we're definitely going to pick that up. Barrel charge, obviously. Our sharpened claws went up from 2 points to 3 points. And then primal fury was combined because that used to be two separate things. And then we've got predatory strikes. Which is, you know, the same thing that we've always had. Shredding attacks. So that's really nice. So we got lacerate and shred down a little bit. Primal fury. Yeah, that just... So primal fury and primal rage, I think. So that they've just combined those. Let's see. Increases your healing spells by 50%. Increases your healing done. Increases healing done to you by 10% while in cat form. Probably not going to pick that up because that's not going to help us that much. Fairy Fire Feral. Definitely going to pick that up. So all of this has been kind of adjusted. Well, of course, that's level 1 also. So, Savage Fury increases damage by... that's just your cat form stuff, so may not pick that up. Heart of the Wild, that's our basic buff. Increases all attributes by 1%, reduces chance you'll be critically hit, which we're definitely going to pick that up. Then we got Leader of the Pack. Let's see, 5% crit, which was 3%. Now it's up to 5%, which is really nice. Improved gives us 100% chance to heal themselves for 2% of their total when they critically hit. So, and that's group wide. So, if you're in with like rogues, hunters, I mean, everybody, it's like, it's really, really nice. So, because that goes up to 4%. Let's see, stun and fear mechanics might pick that up. And then predatory instincts. Damage increases your damage and avoid area effects. Yeah, so that's good. And then Mangle is our new damage thing. Mangle inflicting damage causes target to take additional bleed, additional damage from bleed effects. So you kind of put this on, and then you start doing like your lacerate and stuff. And then in the resto tree, which you get Tree of Life way down at the bottom, which turns you into like super healer, basically. So it's all about healing, swift mend. So you can stack your two heals over times and then do swift mend. A lot of spirit buffs, tranquility. But the only thing we're going to worry about I need to pick up Gift of the Wild too. So we're going to get Fur. Um, so it gives us, rage when we switch forms. And then we're going to pick up Natural Shapeshifter. And then maybe Intensity. Oh, and Omen of Clarity, for sure. Trying to remember exactly, because I really want to get Mangle already, but I don't think we're going to have enough points to get Omen of Clarity. But at this point, you really, really need Omen of Clarity. Guess we could. Oh, increases the damage you deal with physical attacks. Yeah, so we're going to pick up 2 points. We'll probably come back and finish that out. All right, so we got 38 points. We're almost to Mangle. Let's see how far down we can go. Yeah, we're going to have to get a little bit into Thick Hide. Get Feral Charge. Primal Fury. So that's only for cat damage. I'm trying to remember what lacerate is in dire bear form. Do we have the... That may be a new ability. Whoops. Healing spells up to 50% of your agility, which we're definitely gonna stack agility. Can't remember if we picked that up. And then that's healing only in cat form. This may not be super optimal. I mean, you know me, I am not optimal. Alright, I think that's gonna do us. Alright, and let's go to... Moonglade, and we will see if we get new spells. But yeah, it's 3:30 in the morning here in central Kentucky. I woke up, couldn't go back to sleep, so here we are. But yeah, we've it took them almost 20 hours to get. All right, Mangle, Cower, Tiger's Fury, Rip, Lacerate. Okay, Lacerate at 66. So you want to hit Mangle and then Lacerate, I guess. And then we just get Flight Form. We just buy it at level 68. But I think that there's actually a quest for that. Oh, and we actually get Gift of the Wild now. We just get it, which is nice. All right. So now we are in pretty good shape. Yeah, so we got Sign of Battle. We get bonus armor. I think that is... part of the patch. You know, I don't think we've got Joyous Journey this time, which is just a straight up experience buff. But of course, they were gonna do paid boosts for new characters that you made on the server, and they've kind of apparently blocked that for a little bit because I guess the newbie areas were so overcrowded that even with layering, it wasn't working very well. And our quest log went up to 25, which is super nice. Let's see if there's any. Got some Silithus quests that we could do. Let's go kill High Chief Winterfell, because that was an elite quest, and I think that got switched to just a normal mob. A lot of the elite quest mobs got switched down to just like normal mobs. I think some of the bigger, like Princess, in Rothy Highlands, I think that's still, she's still pretty tough, but I want to say that I soloed her. Oh, of course, that was with a Warlock, though, so that's completely different. But when we get up here to Winterspring, I'm going to log out really quick and see if my add-ons are working. But because I really need my my questy. But yeah, I hope everybody is having a wonderful winter day. I almost fell off a ladder. I was trying to clean my gutters out yesterday, and it got so windy that the wind was blowing me. I couldn't actually finish, so I just came in and stayed in the house all day. But now it's going to be like super cold and rainy all day, so I guess I should have really pushed myself. But anyway, I'm going to pause the video and I will see you guys back in just a second. Hold on. Okay, well, we got Questy at least. Everything else we're just going to have to hang on to. We got Deadly Boss mods, Questy, and that's about it. I wanted, do I have? Yeah, I've got Atlas loot. Turn on my pond herbs. Yeah, but let's see if Ursius of the Shard Tooth is an elite.
What brings you here? We shall meet.
As you guys remember, last time that did not go very well. And I need to adjust my settings there. But we'll go down here and see if he is. Yeah, I did a little bit of AV, I got from neutral all the way up to friendly on Sunday. It was AV weekend. I was trying to get to. I wanted to get to exalted, but I didn't have the time, and I've been not feeling really great. I've got I know anybody that's like watched me for a long time knows that I've got chronic kidney stones. So I passed a stone last week, and I've got another one that's just kind of hanging out. So unfortunate. Oh, I forgot to get wild berries. Oh well. All right. So he should spawn up here. All right, hold on. Alrighty, we are back. And he is not elite, so I yield. Um, yeah, as a druid, you just basically outlast stuff. It's kind of nice. Yeah, so our Timbermaw hold rep actually goes up now.
I can't carry
Yeah, so we've already got one of those in my bank, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, so let's all right, so we're still unfriendly with the Timbermaw. I wouldn't mind getting at least to friendly.
not ready.
Whoops. Now I'm getting spirit beads. Yeah, I'm gonna wind up getting myself killed. And I definitely gotta adjust that sound. Da-da-da. Or no options. Let's see how that does. Uh, I think that will work for us.
Their ability isn't ready. I don't have enough energy. I can't carry any more of those.
All right. Do we want to farm that? I don't think I do right now. I probably will eventually. Not that we're, basically I just want to get it so that I can get those 2 totems out of my inventory. But we'll get some because we picked up the crudely written log. But I think she only gives us Winterspring rep, so need Omen of Clarity, Mark of the Wild, and Thought. And let's find Perseus. He does kind of wander all over the place up here. I guess I could pull up my macros. Come on, leave me alone. Lord, I'm just aggroing everything over here. Ooh, a bulky mall already. I think this is going to be a good playthrough, y'all. If I can find Ursius anyway. So another good thing about leveling up in Burning Crusade from original classic is, or vanilla, I should say, is the amount of experience you need from, I think levels. I don't think it starts at level 1. I think it's like 10 and up to 60 is reduced. So even though we're not getting like joyous journeys, we're still getting a good amount of bonus. I mean, not technically a bonus, but well, I mean, we're basically getting a 15% experience bonus. That's true. Yeah. But I honestly cannot wait to get into. Yeah, they've already got bell guards. The warlocks do. Yeah, I never thought that he would be this hard to find, honestly. Oh, there he is. Okay. Yeah, and as you can see, he is not elite anymore. Did not get a crit there.
Not enough energy.
There we go. Ooh, and we got a heavy scorpid belt. Nice. All right, let's go turn this one in. And then we'll go over here and turn in those two at Dawn of a Snowden also. All right, hold on. Crap. I turned that in by accident. We got 8,450 experience for it, though. And now we're going to get Broomerin, who is south of Winterspring. So I'll kind of do the same thing. I think I spelled that right. Yep. Hopefully, again, this will not take too long. He usually spawns down. He spawns down here next to this camp. But you can usually just go along this road and find him with your target macro. But yeah, we've got... I mean, basically, what we can do as a tank, instead of going into Hellfire Peninsula, and just, you know, questing and stuff like that, we can just do Hellfire Ramparts and Blood Furnace as a tank and load up on the rep that you get until you get just shy of honored, I guess. And then you start questing then, and then you can get into I think you have to be revered to get the heroic key, and I think that's what a lot of your leveling guides say to do, is just do your dungeons until you don't get rep anymore and then start questing. I don't know if I want to do that because I'm not that. I mean, I really want to do in game, yes. And we really, really need to get exalted with the Cenarians in Zangermarsh, because that is our big. That's actually going to be our in-game item that you get from them, the staff. So we will probably be using our warden staff up until then because it's so good. For tanking anyway. I mean, there's a few that you get along as you quest that add damage, attack power and stuff like that. Like there's one in, I think the arena, or not the arena, but the yeah, I mean it's like that arena thing in the Grand. There's one there that we can pick up with that quest. We should be able to get that pretty quick. I really don't want to get down here with these Dragon King because they are still elites. All right, I'm going to keep looking for him and I'll be back in just a second. Alrighty, we got him up here. Just got to wait for that crazed Albies to go away. Okay. Let's go back to Winterspring and turn that in, and then we will go down and turn in the quest with Dot of a Snowden. All right, hold on. All right, let's get this turned in.
The winds guide you. Go in.
All right, so 9,000 experience. So we got a decrease in the amount of experience we need to level up, and quest also got boosted. All right, Shirotam, and we get some very, very mediocre quest rewards. All right, so to get to Shirotan, we got to kill some Frost Saber, and let's see. Get some sacred meat from the Frost Sabers, and then find the stone and drop that down. So this, so if I remember this correctly, there's 2 cats that spawn. You only have to kill one of them. So. But yeah, we've already got like a big way into 48 or 58, I should say. So as you can see, we even got boosted experience for discovering things. So that's good. We do eventually need to get into the Plague Lands, but we've got so many dungeon quests. And that is on my next to-do list, is to really get the Royal Rescue done, and then get into Elbers, and hopefully get a key with our get an unadorned seal of ascension, and get that quest done. You know, I wonder if that guy in Ungaro gives the quest to get the Swift Raptor mounts now. That's something that we could do. So there's a guy up here at the top that will give you quests if you're Alliance to get the Frost Saber mount. You know, I'm gonna go on and switch that out just for that extra armor. Of course, you don't get extra armor in cat form, but oh, come on. Little cat on cat action here. These Frost Sabers do look really cool, don't lie. Alright, so then you come down here. Let us... I know I've got a... Yeah, there we go. And then we'll do Call of the Raptor.
I can't do that yet.
So you have to watch out when, yeah. So this used to be, yeah, so she calls her mate, which is this beautiful white lion. Alright, so... So a lot of, if you see somebody rolling around with this white lion, this is usually the one that they've got. And the only way that you can get him to spawn is doing this quest. So if you've got a, but both sides can get it. All right. All right, back down to Winterspring for some turn-ins. All right, hold on. All right. Almost 12,000. And then we got a 15 stamina neck item. Whoop-de-doo. All right. So yeah, made a huge dent there. Yeah, we'll be 60 before you know it. You know, I can't pick these up now. We will eventually be going over there.
What can I do for you?
Find Pamela, which is super sad. The Everlook report and Dr. Nicholas Severs. All right, now we're going to go over to Donovan and turn in those two, and that should be the end of Winterspring, which has been really good to us, unless I do some off-screen farming. And of course there is the Wild Guardians quest chain from Blood Venom there, which actually has you come back out here, and there's like 3 or 4 sections to that. Might be worth it. I mean, since we're over here, but I don't know. I might do that off screen because it's a lot of flying back and forth. All right, hold on. All right, let's get these last little turn-ins done here.
Great to meet ya. Watch your back.
We got some okay stuff.
Be good. Off with ya. Keep your feet on the ground. Off with ya.
Southern Fellwood. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's really good. Straight up attack power.
Watch your back.
Okay. All right. So, wow. Now I'm not for sure that I want to... So they did add a flight point to... Whoops. Down here. I think. Yeah. Yeah, there's a flight master down there. So we're going to fly to Blood Venom, and I will see you guys down there in just a second. I guess I could... Yeah, that's actually quicker than riding all the way back to Winterspring. All right, hold on. All right, we're down here at the Emerald Sanctuary. Gonna go on and grab a new flight point and talk to Kellic Skykeeper.
May the stars guide you.
Ooh, goodness. Strength of the High Chief, it is so good for like soloing. I mean, there's some better trinkets that we're going to get for tanking, but I think this is going to work for us pretty good. And of course, a straight up attack power is still good for tanking too, because you get a lot of your threat through damage. So we're definitely going to take that.
Go in peace.
All right, and another almost 10,000 experience, so that's super nice. Oh, and Blossom. All right, so I think I'm going to go on and call that an episode. And I'm going to go back to Winterspring. I did pick up Wild Guardians. I think I'm just going to do that off screen. It's just killing those owl beasts. And then I'm going to kill enough furbogs to get some more spirit beads and turn those in. And if I can get this up to friendly, that would be nice. But I don't know if I'm just going to like farm it. But we'll see. But anyway, I hope you guys will continue to join me on this really amazing journey. And I've had so much fun playing this character. And like I said, when we get into more like in-game stuff, I'm still trying to decide what you guys would like to see. If like, because a lot of the end game is just, it's kind of very repetitive, you know, like it's just like the same dungeon over and over again, and you know, like trying to get these quests done. And if that's something that you guys would continue to want to see, I'll do that. If it's more like you want to see the journey, not necessarily the destination, let me know that as well, and we can start a new character, or I can pick up my shaman or something like that, and we can kind of explore some of our new options. But yeah, I think I'm just going to head back to Winterspring and do some Owl Beast and some other quests. And I will see you guys back here in the next episode. And as always, if you like the content, hit like and subscribe, and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.